morning, everyone. I hope everyone is healthy and been staying safe and away from all the COVID mess. Diane and I made it through quarantine. We're got a clean bill of health, at least for now. Had some family members that had it, were really sick, but they're okay now. So I hope all of your families are staying well, and God continues to bless us all. Today I want to talk about a subject called behind the walls. I remember when I was a little kid, probably about 5 or 6 years old, my mother remarried, and my stepdad quickly found out that I just loved sports, and he was a big sports guy too. And he bought me a bunch of NFL football cards, and I've spent hours looking at those cards and those football players, and I'd read the back of the cards, and I liked to read how big they were, their height, their weight, and what colleges they had played for. And there was, I can still remember some of these names: Big Daddy Lipscomb, Ollie Matson, Bob St. Clair. But my favorite player, and I never have known why, I just love the name. There was a quarterback by the name of Milt Plum. And Milt Plum played for the Cleveland Browns, and I liked the Cleveland Browns because they had the greatest player on the planet, Jim Brown. But we'll get back to Milt in a minute. And on August the 16th, 1935, Bill Glass was born in Texarkana, Texas, right on the Arkansas-Texas border. Bill was born into a Christian home, very God-fearing home, so he grew up in church. He had a big brother that he absolutely idolized, and his big brother was a football player. So Bill was determined that he was going to be a football player as well, and he became a star in his high school and was recruited by all the colleges, and finally decided on playing college ball at Baylor University in Waco, Texas. Bill lettered 3 years at Baylor, and his senior season he was a consensus first team All-American guard. He was drafted in the first round with the 12th pick in the NFL draft by the Detroit Lions. But for some reason, Bill decided to go and play in Canada at Saskatchewan his first season. He played 1 year in the CFL and then came back to the States, signed with the Lions, and spent 4 very uneventful years in Detroit. Wasn't his happiest of years. But then one day, something strange happened. There was a trade made. The Detroit Lions acquired 2-time Pro Bowl quarterback Milt Plum, the guy that I love reading about, and he was traded to the Lions for little-known Bill Glass and a couple of other players. It's still one of the strangest trades in NFL history because Plum was such a star at the time, and the other players he was traded for were not. But Glass came over to Cleveland, and it was a huge change for him. He was playing for one of the powerhouses in pro football. He played for a winner. His playing changed. He became a star with the Browns, arguably their greatest defensive end ever, a Pro Bowl player. He also became a leader of that team. When they had team meetings, the other players always asked for Bill to stand up and speak. They really listened to him, because when he spoke, he had a passion for not only for football, but a passion for Christ. On Sundays of the football games, Bill, Sunday morning, would hold Sunday school classes and invite his teammates to come and opponents from the other team that they were playing that day if it was a home game. And he was just a charismatic guy that everybody kind of was drawn to. He ended up being, when his career was over with, he was selected to the Cleveland Brown Hall of Fame. He was later voted into the College Football Hall of Fame. But during his playing days, in the off season, he started to go to seminary school, as he was encouraged to do so by none other than Billy Graham. Graham had heard Glass speak and had invited him to several of his evangelistic shows across the United States. crusades rather, and Glass was a frequent guest there. Graham encouraged him to go into the ministry, and after his football career was over with, that's what he did. For the first 3 or 4 years, he was being encouraged by friends of his to go into prison ministries. But Bill fought that. He was afraid that the prisoners, who were gangsters and street kids and hardened criminals, would not want to listen to him. So he decided, I'm not going to do that. But the calling just kept coming and coming, and after 4 years, Bill made the comment, I finally went into the ministry kicking and screaming. I was so frightened, but the response that he got from the prisoners was unbelievable. They were drawn to this former NFL player who talked about Christ, and over the next 45 years, Bill Glass has spoken to prisoners all across the country and led thousands and thousands of lost souls to be saved through Jesus Christ. It was quite the thing for Bill. And to this day, Bill Glass is still talking, and people are still listening. It makes me think of all the fears that we have as Christians. We're called to do things, but we're afraid to go do it because we're afraid we're going to fail. People might not like us, but there's always that deep calling there. And like Bill, he finally gave in, and what happened? He was such a success. If you follow Jesus, success comes your way. And I wanted to say this because it's election day. Back in the 1940s, in our country's deepest and darkest hour, Franklin Roosevelt once said, all we have to fear is fear itself, and that is so true. But I'll take it a step further. We have nothing to fear as long as we trust in Jesus. I hope the rest of the week finds good health and safety for everyone, and Diane and I hope to see you guys real soon. God bless you.